Greeting everyone, this is Aladdin from Learning English Network. Today in Ask Aladdin sessions, I with me today April and Eilekers. Hello everyone.
Ilker.
Elker, sorry.
I'm here, I'm
Hi
listening.
Aladdin, hi Ilker.
Yes. Today we're going through this application. It's Keep, Google Keep, Evernote, and what is the third one? Yes, the third
Wunderlist.
one is Wonderlist.
Today on the news on TV, they were talking about cryptoware. Aladdin, do you know that?
I think I know it. It's is this kind of spamming or
Yeah, phishing. Eh? Seemingly, their victims now are lawyer, doctors, so people with the professional profession. Profession.
PCs infected with these things?
Yeah.
Because they trying to open a link, they give it to them.
Yeah.
It looks like the same, for example, invoice maybe,
Yeah.
and they thought it's archiving things, and when they trying to open it, it's everything is go black.
Yeah,
And
everything is blocked.
with this, it's everything. It's corrupt. It's like they logged every files, and it's not all of them. It's the important things. Excel, all Microsoft Office files type. It's infected, so it's encrypted. So you have to call or to contact with them to give you a decrypted for it.
Yeah.
But it's not happening. You will not receive.
And you have to pay, yeah?
You have to pay, but it's
and even an expert couldn't break the link, the crypted file. So you the only thing you can do is paying, or you uninstall everything and install the.
But it's encrypted. No one can know the key, for example, for it.
But this time was a doctor, so she couldn't have access to the patient's files, and that's why. And she asked an expert to help, but it doesn't help. So the only thing she can do was paying. So she
that's
paid.
why backup is very important things. if he have a backup from everything, so it's in another place, which means it's if you have this issue on your PC, you have another backup in somewhere else. So it's not connected to the internet. So you can fix your problem on the PC, and you still have a backup for every important things you have.
But isn't it also possible that it comes with an email from somebody you know, as
that's a problem. Yes.
Forwarding from somebody else, for example.
Yes. It
Yeah.
might be, for example, they will use, because it's infected to other people, so they use the email itself to be spam.
Yeah.
You got it? Because your PC, for example, in this case, it's infected everything. So I can maybe I can see you sending a message to me on Skype, but you didn't notice that, and that's also happened from people. So you suddenly some of my friends sending me a message, okay, go check this one on my Facebook. I don't have him Facebook, so I know it's a spamware. I call him directly, check your Skype. He said, yes, I received this email in this morning. It says your account, it might be hacked or some kind. So they are using your PC, your everything. You connecting to other people, Messenger, Skype, email, and they sending those messages to target another people because you are already with them, so they have to target another people through you.
But now on Skype, a couple days ago, I think I got a message from somebody in my friends list on Skype. Is she or he? I can't remember. She's also from the forum, Learn English Network forum. But it's he or she sent me a message with a link.
Yes, that's it. Don't hit
them. But I know that person. I have spoken to that
let person. Me check. I think it's happened. Yes. Yeah. It's apricot.
Yeah.
Yes, he sent it to me again. Yeah, he sent it also. Okay. You see this one? When he's sending me this message, I am from long time. I didn't talk to him from a long time. Suddenly, he's sending me a link. Okay, without any descriptions. For example, he could look at this. And you can notice this link. It's ID equal Aladdin, which means it's something putting. It's replacing your ID because I am in his list, so it's replacing with my ID to sending to me. In your case, you will find my
ID. Name. Yes, it's right. You are right. Yeah. So it was a little bit.
It's a poll.
It makes me curious, actually, but I can't remember if I clicked there or did not. I don't know.
So unless I didn't receive the same link from you, so you are not infected. Okay, so if you see some kind of people, they will get a victim for it, so they click on it, they go away. It might be your password is more stronger than his or her password. Okay, so that's it. Okay, let me go back to Evernote. I didn't use it like keep Google, but I see lots of people say that Evernote it's the same as Google Keep.
Evernote is better.
Google Keep it's
actually Aladdin, but
Evernote is better. No, I heard that Google Keep is better than.
Yeah, but no. For me, Evernote was more. You have more possibilities, but now in the beginning it was for free, and you can use that in unlimited devices. But then, since last year, they limited up to 2 devices only for the free account. If you want to use it in more than 2 devices, you have to pay. So that's why maybe now people said, yeah, it's not good anymore. I don't use that anymore because it is no use if I only have access to 2 devices. So every time I have to use that device. And it's not synchronized anymore in other devices. So that's why I was looking for another possibilities, another note apps, and that's why I use now Google Keep. And OneNote is also a little bit limited function.
Yeah. But I mean here, it's Evernote, Google Keep, it's the same functionality. But Wunderlist, it's different little bit from them. You see, I listed like idioms and I put some kind of from a word or sentence, I put it here. So it's labeled, which means you can label everything.
Yeah. That's
Once
true.
it's easy, that's easy, and you can, that if I am, for example, want to add something clear, add the bill again, only click on hashtag and it will open your labels here. So if I click on I have to add this hashtag idioms, so it will go to the label directly without anything. You see, it's idioms label, and it's labeled like an idioms. It will exist here.
What do you? Why do you need the labels?
Labels here, it's to add to categorize things. For example, I put an idioms label for idioms, so I can access to it directly from here.
All the idioms will open.
Yes, all the idioms will open. English radio is another thing, and from anything I hear from learning English, that's what I'm going to add it in the future. So I will feature. You can add, for example, you can also have colors for notes. You can have a reminder for it. This is a reminder to remind you.
It will come in Google Calendar, you think? The reminder?
Mm-hmm. Yes, it's reminder. It's adding. It will add to your Google Calendar automatically, and
next to the reminder is sharing.
This it's sharing for another one, and you have to add his email. This is for uploading audio, image. And this is if you want to archive these things, and if you add a list for something, yes, maybe it will be your shopping list.
And that is that Wunderlist doesn't have that possibility. You can only write one thing at a time. And here in Google Google Keep, you can write the whole story actually in one page.
Yeah, as a notes. Here's as a notes is good.
Aladdin, do you know that there is a option in Google Keep? For example, you want to buy something, but it doesn't necessary for now. For example, toilet paper.
Mm-hmm.
You have to buy it in 2 weeks. For example, you can add there a location notice or something. You saying the Google Keep notice me when I get the near of shop.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. I think it is very efficient.
That's reminding. Yes, that's reminding about the place. Pick a place, which means it will allow to your locations here, and it will give you notifications depend on your locations. It's not about time, which mean, like you said, if you're near a shopping and it's marking as a shopping, yes, it will notify you, okay, you have to buy these things. That's good. That's very helpful. And it's the same here, these features, it's the same with the Wunderlist. I mean, if I'm at someone to share this list with him or her, so it's good, because if you share it with your partner, with your wife, with your husband, it will allow you, if I will buy these things, so it's not the other person or your partner or your wife will know that, okay, that you check on this list or on these items, I mean, so it's not duplicated. No. But when you mentioned to Google Keep last time, it's give me this to check what is Google Keep about. So I found it's good. I found most of things I have it there on Wunderlist. I have it here. So why I have Wunderlist now? So it might be, yes, I will move to Google Keep now to further note, because everything I did on Wunderlist It exists on Google Keep with the same platform. You can access to it from your browser, as we're doing right now. You have your application on your mobile phone, so you can easily access to it, add your list, check or archiving things, or uncheck, or leave a notes. That's important thing. Okay. Let me check this. For example, if I want to experience everything. What is one? Two. So you are in. Okay. Now I want you to go there and check any list, or you add.
Maybe I will see if I can do something. Yeah, and then I can write something else. So it's just 4.
Yes, that's good. And
yeah,
updated.
it's good.
Okay, check any one of them. Test 2, for example.
Sorry.
Check it. That's which mean it's happening.
Check like that.
Yeah,
it's gone. Yeah,
it's gone, but it's not telling.
Yeah, it's in archive. If you click on the delete, then it will go.
I will delete it, and if I'm unchecked, it will go back. The same with Wonderlist. Same with Wonderlist.
Oh yeah. Archive. Okay. If you click on archive, then it will go to the archive.
Yeah, the whole note.
The whole note, yeah, not only that. Yeah. It's good, eh?
Yes.
Yeah, I liked it. So that's why I hope that they won't remove that from Google. It's also not bad. Color note, text, checklist. It's only.
And you can see here, if you type on search, this is good things here. It will.
Type on what?
Labels, search, which means you have lots of notes. You add it on Google Keep, and you want to access to anything. And if you have a list, you can click here. It will appear every list on you. If you have things on URL inside it, so you can click here. Images from here, labels. Now the people you have sharing, and it shows your name, and also its color, which means if you have a gray, it will appear. For example, if you can categorize them by color.
So if you click on color, every note with the same color
it will appear here.
I never used that.
Search within gray. See that. So it's help you if you have lots of things. It's good with labels. You have categorize your list. It will show all your list. So it's variety.
I didn't use the label either, so I can use that, because in the until now I only categorize them with colors, like recipes. For example, I put it in yellow color, so all yellow are recipes, for example, and then information is in red, for example. But I didn't use the real label's name, for example. So, okay. Thank you, Aladdin.
You see this icon?
Yeah. Okay, drawing. I will try that. So
start drawing. And here you can choose the color.
Okay.
You can change the color of font here.
Picture? Oh no, not that one.
Picture if you want to add photos. Take a photo, like a note, and you can stack it. And you see, I like the design for it. It's simple.
Yeah.
It's very when you go to search, it's very easily to get into your stuff directly.
Yeah,
That's good.
and it is good that it is synchronized with any other Google product.
Okay. Do you use Google Keep from a while?
Yes, yes, I'm using for a while. I especially use the location notifications.
Notification.
Mhm. I especially use that specification of it.
You find it is good. It's
Yes,
helps you.
Mhm. Because I don't generally go out for buy something, and I take a note here. It notice me when I get somewhere, and I reminds me.
So, but for things that we are need right now, it's I think Google Keep have it. So I will vote for it for Google Keep. Okay. Thank you for coming today, and see you next time.
Yes.
Okay, thank you, Aladdin. Bye-bye, Ilker.
I think I know it. It's is this kind of spamming or?
Yeah, phishing. Seemingly, their victims now are lawyer, doctors, so people with the professional profession. Profession.
PCs infected with these things.
Yeah.
Because they trying to open a link, they give it to them.
Yeah,
it looks like the same, for example, invoice maybe, and they thought it's archiving things, and when they trying to open it, it's everything is go black.
Yeah,
and
everything is blocked.
with this, it's everything. It's corrupt. It's Greeting everyone, this is Aladdin from Learning English Network. Today in Ask Aladdin sessions, with me today, April and Eilekers. Hello everyone.
Ilker,
sorry.
I'm here, I'm listening.
Hi Aladdin, hi Ilker.
Yes, today we're going through this application. It's Keep, Google Keep, Evernote, and what is the third one?
Wunderlist.
Yes, the third one is Wunderlist.
Today on the news on TV, they were talking about cryptoware, Aladdin. Do you know that?
Where else? So it's not connected to the internet. So you can fix your problem on the PC, and you still have a backup for every important things you have.
But isn't it also possible that it comes with an email from somebody you know, as
that's a problem. Yes.
Forwarding from somebody else, for example. Yes.
It might be, for example, they will use, because it's infected to other people, so they use the email itself to be spam.
Yeah.
You got it? Because your PC, for example, in this case, it's
thing you can do is paying, or you uninstall everything and install the.
But it's encrypted. No one can know the key, for example, for it.
But this time was a doctor, so she couldn't have access to the patient's files, and that's why. And she asked an expert to help, but it doesn't help. So the only thing she can do was paying. So she
that's
paid.
Why backup is very important things. if he have a backup from everything, so it's in another place, which means it's if you have this issue on your PC, you have another backup in some way. It's like they logged every files, and it's not all of them. It's the important things. Excel, all Microsoft Office files type. It's infected, so it's encrypted. So you have to call or to contact with them to give you a decrypted for it.
Yeah.
But it's not happening. You will not listen.
And you have to pay, yeah?
You have to pay, but it's
and even an expert couldn't break the link, the crypted file. So you the only